Well, boys, today is tomorrow, and you already know who's in the news because after H3 put out that new, I guess, new quote unquote lawsuit basically against Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron, they have been just begging. I mean, that's downright filthy begging. I mean, like, I've seen homeless people look more respectful while trying to get a dollar out of me. I mean, like, God, have some respect for yourselves, women, please. Because the way that they're trying to cope on the internet and get people to donate to their GoFundMes to fund a basically already lost lawsuit. I don't even know why they're trying to go to a GoFundMe. I just get a public defender at this point. I'm like, you know what? I might as well not even go into that because they know they're wrong. They know they're in the wrong. But for some reason, everyone is trying their best to act like, no, we're definitely in the right for watching this whole video in its entirety and then telling people don't go watch the original video and don't support the original video, even though I just stole it and you should support me.
Not giving any views to that terrible video. Follow, subscribe, throw a
That's
prompt.
not me. That's AI. That's AI. That's AI. That's AI. You can't do that. They know they're wrong. But they gotta play it up like they're right, even though as soon as they get into the courtroom, all these little online tactics and, online debate brains don't really work in the real world whenever the judge is like, well, Mr. Klein, did you copyright the work before you released it? Yes, I did, Judge. And they watched it. And you know what else they said, Judge? They said not to support the original work. Oh, well, you are fucked, ma'am. That's what he's about to say. That damn judge about to be cussing up in that damn courtroom. So Denims finally responded on stream, and instead of her realizing that it might be over for her and that she should probably apologize sincerely, by the way, one tear. All right, we don't need too many tears, just one little drop. All right, don't do it too much now. You don't need to overdo it now. Instead of that, she decided, well, you guys see, stealing isn't as bad if you steal from, like, someone that's richer than you. Like, come on, if you steal from someone that's richer than you, is that even that bad? And it's just like, all right, we can morally say, is someone stealing from... It's not morally right, just letting you guys know. But we can live in her world and say, all right, so you can have the moral right of stealing is, not as bad whenever someone's richer than you. You still go to jail, though. Just let you know, you still go to jail. It's like, wow, you stole from the multi-billion-dollar company to feed your family and put them into a $15 million house. Look at you. You're still going to jail, but look at you. Mother of the Year, Denims.
Here, we'll make this a grander scale. If you check your bank account and, like, Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, hey, do you have change for a $10 bill? Nobody carries cash around. But, like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now. But, got to pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse. It's theft regardless.
You want to know why taking the money from the grandma is morally worse? It's because she has no repercussions of getting that money back if you just walk away with it. The literal corporation can just reach into your wallet. Now, don't get me wrong, the grandma could pull out a gun and, be like, hey, go ahead, give me that back. Don't even walk off. And that's her way of making sure you don't steal from her. But if she doesn't have any way of actually getting the money back, yeah, that's worse. Because one is a legitimate accident that the bank put an extra $50 into your account. They can just take that out anytime they want. Grandma can't just reach into your wallet unless she can just come over there and do a whole reach around. The reason why is because she's a frail old grandma. The reason why is because she has no repercussions of getting that money back. That's the reason why it's morally worse. On top of that, you have the deniable plausibility of saying, oh, well, I didn't see you put $50 in my bank account. Oops, sorry, Mr. Bank Teller. The other one is you legit see the old lady asking for $10 in change for her $50, and you walk off with the $50. One is, oh, I have plausible deniability. The other one is you flat out are just stealing. And you know it's wrong. All Denims is saying here is just because you don't know what the person looks like, or you can have this veil of, well, the corporation's evil altogether. Anyone that works at is evil, so I deserve this $50, is the reason why it is morally right to steal from them, in her opinion. But the cult does not stop there, boys, because if you guys don't remember from last video, top right hand corner, if you guys haven't seen it, go support that video, please. Thank you. Also, like, comment if you don't know what to comment, go check out the comments down below and start a conversation with someone. And if you're new, subscribe. But Denims opened up a GoFundMe to, fight a lawsuit against a literal multi-millionaire. And Ethan Klein was gracious enough to even tell people to go support their legal funds. He doesn't want this to be a complete blowout in the courthouse, all right? He said, I at least want to drag this out for a year or two and, have a little bit of money left over to, recoup some of my costs. I'm like, obviously he's not getting anything he needs, because we already know that the only reason why he's suing them is to put them into extreme debt. But obviously with someone like Denims, I don't think she understands the reason why people are donating to her is because literally Ethan Klein told them to support their GoFundMes so he can have money at the end of this lawsuit whenever they lose it. For some reason, Denims, I'm gonna let you guys experience it, all right? I'm not even gonna spoil this for you. I'm gonna let you guys experience it. Here's the clip.
Now, one thing I will say about this fundraiser, there are a lot of people that have been donating $5 to be like, I'm giving this directly to Ethan. First of all, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Just say so. $5.
I know the bitch with the damn GoFundMe asking for money is not calling someone donating $5 a broke boy. Chat. The levels of delusion this woman is in is astronomical. I'm not saying that she's not making any money. I'm like, there's enough people that want toe picks in this world to where I'm sure she probably got a couple $100,000 at some point in her life that she probably spent on ridiculous clothes and jewelry and everything else that, people like her of her IQ range does, instead of saving it in like a 401k or, a Roth IRA, something that, can last for the rest of her life. Instead of her building generational wealth, she probably splurged it on everything, maybe a little Porsche, who knows. But yeah, for someone that is so wealthy in her eyes, she is talking down to people that are technically helping her out. I get it that they're helping her out in a malicious way, but I'm like, if I'm falling off of a goddamn bridge and my mortal enemy saves my life, I'm gonna be sitting there just like, oh my God, let me go, I want to die. I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, gracious and kind. She should be happy that anyone wants to donate to her GoFundMe in general, even if it is trolls, in her opinion, because at least then you get to have a chance of defending yourself. Because if you need a GoFundMe for this lawsuit, obviously them pockets are a little tight. Now, I'm like, I get it. I get it. Come on, you gotta have a little humility in this life, woman. I mean, like, Frogan couldn't even make her own damn GoFundMe. I don't know what Frogan is doing. I don't know where she's at. She is still hiding them assets. She don't know where to put that damn McDonald's loyalty card, because she knows H3 has been pocket watching that thing. H3 knows that Frogan has been investing heavily into that little card, alright? So he really wants that out of anything. He's probably gunning for that thing, but Frogan hasn't said anything, but that does not keep people from coping on the internet for her. The fact Ethan Klein is suing her and AD said nothing, done nothing, and didn't even warn her is disgusting. At Star Killer, you're a fraud, a sellout, and disgusting. Your wife isn't any better. I mean, you guys see the damn economy we in right now. Hell, I want a damn boss like goddamn H3. You know what I mean. He got a couple coins in his pockets. I need a little Scrooge McDuck in my life. Brother, there is no loyalty in this economy, alright? Bitch was on her own. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck if we share the same religion. Bitch, unless you about to pay me, you can get the fuck out of my life. Yeah, I'm loyal to my boss who pays my bills. Yeah. I think a lot of us are right now. She probably be like, how that boot taste? Not as good as that Whopper, but damn, you gonna be starving in a minute. Like, I don't get this comment right here. It's like, yeah, AB rather get paid than leak company secrets to someone that will have nothing in return for him. I mean, like, nothing. She has nothing to offer that man. On top of that, I'm pretty sure she threw that man underneath the bus during the last content cop, so that boy said, I don't give a fuck. Now, seeing that Frogan hasn't responded yet, she's probably stressed. Alright, stressed the fuck out. Eating. Alright, she's probably eating like a damn bear, packing in the pounds for winter. Let's just say that. But yeah, seeing that Frogan hasn't said anything, it's kind of weird how out of all three of their, GoFundMes between, Denims, Frogan, and Kaceytron, somehow Frogan has the most donations / money out of all three of them, and she hasn't said she's been MIA. She didn't even make this GoFundMe herself, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure someone else made it for her. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking out there, well, there's probably a fetishist out there, alright? Someone out there that really likes them juicy. They like them thick, heavy. They got a little bomba clot in them, alright? A little Jamaican, baby. And you would be right, because literally Hassan only allowed one of the GoFundMes to be added at everyone inside of his Discord, and that was Frogan. So let's just say maybe we know why she's MIA and she's not too worried about this. Maybe Hassan might have a little type. Let's just say that. Hey, I'm not judging. Hey, love is love, baby. Love is love. And some people just love a whole lot more than others. So Destiny's friend, Dan Can't Stream, or Dan Saltman, tweeted out, sorry Denims and Casey, but there can be only one recipient of the Hassan Discord donations. And then Dan Saltman attached this screenshot of a pinned message in Hassan's Discord of someone saying, go donate to help Frogan out. Hey man, I'm not even gonna lie, Frogan kinda earned that though. She has been a ride or die Hassan dick rider. Denims, she's on her own timing now. Don't get me wrong, she still rides at her. She's up and downer. Kaceytron's just weird. I don't want to be honest here. If I was Hassan, I'd be like, I don't even want her to know I know she exists. That one's weird. I can see why he's helping out Frogan a little bit more, alright? Because she's not as big as Denims, or even Kaceytron. I'll be honest here, Kaceytron is still bigger than Frogan somehow, even though Frogan gets all the shout-outs from us. I mean, like, anytime he can shout her out, he gives it out to her. / any and everyone talks about Frogan, but somehow that woman is still under 1,000 viewers. I'm not a shamer of metrics, right? But if you have Asmongold talking about you, Tectone talking about you, you get tweeted out by some of the biggest Twitter accounts, you have Hassan Piker talking about you, you have some of the biggest content creators out there talking about you, and you can't crack 1K, I'm sorry, baby, you fucking up in life. Trust me, if I was in Frogan's position, I'd be a 10K Andy. I ain't even lying. If I had the support she had, trust me, I'd have all the Big Macs I want. But I'm like, also, she doesn't stream that much, so I'm sure she is in that job line, trying her best to find something to pay the bills right now, because she has not streamed in a while. But her rebuttal, I guess, to the whole entire H3 lawsuit actually was her deleting all of her clips, all of her VODs, or at least privating them. And I'm just sitting here like, woman, you don't think he probably downloaded them already? What's the point of deleting them now? You don't think this man hasn't been planning this out from the beginning? He hasn't recorded everything he needed for the court case? Like, what? What was the point of deleting it out? I never understood that from people whenever someone's like, I am suing this person. They're like, well, I'm going to delete everything. And it's just like, do you not realize, A, that's destruction of evidence. But on top of that, you don't think I kept a copy before I announced I was going to sue? Like, how dumb do you think people are? Oh, hold up. Sorry, boys. I have been telling a fib, because this woman, Frogan, actually did respond. And actually, she, I'm pretty sure, did make her GoFundMe. I'm sorry. Right now, I would like to take back a lot of the words I said about her not making her own GoFundMe. I didn't know that she could, but apparently the other day, she not only tweeted out, but also pinned. She was like, hey, make sure anyone that comes to my damn Twitter, hey, the first thing you see, help, SOS. She tweeted out, Ethan Klein is suing me for reacting to a video about myself. I have made a GoFundMe to raise funds for my legal defense. Nope, that's not her legal defense, is that she was mentioned in the video because the Library of Congress with the copyright of the work would like to speak with you. Because just because you was mentioned in a documentary doesn't mean you have a legal right to distribute it for free on your own platform and make money off of it. You can make documentaries on people and give none of the money to the person it is on. You can literally do that. How do you think Netflix is still operating at this point? Half the website is literally just murder mystery documentaries on people that I'm sure would not like the limelight on them. Now, moving on, Kaceytron did respond the other day by calling H3H3's wife ugly. Again, I think we all can say we may not be into Gila Klein like that, right? Not our type. But compared to Kaceytron, through the damn subfloor, alright, hell, through the damn earth mantle, let's just say that. Gila Klein compared to Kaceytron, oh my god, it's not even a competition. I don't even know why Casey even showed up. But obviously, Ethan Klein's wife, Gila Klein, had to respond to this, and she was basically like, why are you hating on me? I have never even spoken to you, let alone about you. I didn't even know you existed. Brother, I was chilling in my own land, moisturized, thriving, just doing my own thing, and for some reason, you just hating from afar.
No, this one, yeah.
Like,
She's just always out in the wild.
I would hate to be one of her employees.
Dream was taking tip of two on.
And then now she starts doing the snark.
Oh my god, what a bitch.
Because and by the way,
Why do you need to go after a small business in LA that supports people in LA, that has good conditions and people like to work there? Why do you guys have to try to make it miserable for people at their job? Like, why?
Getting our employees targeted harassment.
By the way, my company has 75% women working at the company. This is a female-owned brand, majority female workers there. Everybody is local. Everybody is well compensated. Like, why? How are you a leftist? I don't understand.
They're not. They just.
Well, even is she?
She is, yeah. She is technically.
And why do you have such a hate boner for me? I've never even known her. I don't know anything about you.
They spend all day on snark.
Oh my god!
And they literally get snark brained.
Ah! Jesus! Look out! Look out!
Okay, now we're doing
tell
Monsters
you guys
Inc.
what I fucking went through to figure that out.
Oh, you
I'm
did,
glad.
though.
I'm glad. Yes, thank you.
Good job, baby.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
look at the background.
So yeah, this man H3H3 is about to have a damn ball up in that courtroom, and hell, the people that are thinking that they're making a better case by clipping him out of context for Denims and Kaceytron, I think they need to go into a courtroom themselves and realize the courts aren't gonna just take out of context clips. They're gonna be like, okay, where's that from? How did that happen? Is there context to it? Why did the clip cut off at this section? I'm like, hell, even H3H3 responded to one of the most outlandish clip chimps I've ever seen in the world. Like, all you had to do was just watch a few more seconds and you would see, oh, this pertains nothing to Kaceytron and Denims and Frogan's court case with, H3H3.
By the way, my favorite part about this is, like, you guys can post on Twitter all you want, but this is an actual lawsuit and it's happening and it's coming, and you're going to have to argue in front of a judge, and this is not going to work, right? It's not going to work. That's the best part about this. You guys are fucking screaming into the wind. You're not going to stop what's coming. But anyway.
Obviously, after that man had to take a dig at his. I swear to God, H3H3, anytime he can take a cheap shot, a cheap win, he takes it at Hassan, all right? Because he basically says what everyone else is saying. Why is Hassan not bankrolling their lawsuit? Why is he not? Why is he not opening up the wallet, the floodgates? They're all asking for a combined like 400K. Let's just call it an even 500K. I mean, like, they're all asking for an even 500K if they really want to go the distance, and you really got to go the distance with that. Obviously, Hassan has not opened up his wallet. No charity. The socialism ended, all right? He's on his capitalism arc, all right? He needs as much money as he can get. And let's all be realistic here. We can all talk Hassan all we want and say he's dumb, but the man is a little bit smart, all right? I think he realized that these lawsuits are losses. He already knows they're losses. So the most he'll do is maybe allow one of them to, put a link to their GoFundMe in his Discord. And that's it. That's all the support you get from the Hassan Industrial Complex. So yeah, I think he realized, I ain't trying to lose any kind of money now.
Although I think nobody really cares about any of these people. Least of all Hassan, who is not opening his wallet, by the way. They've each made everybody's made a GoFundMe. Denims ran. She was so fast, and she wanted to open hers before Kaceytron and Frogan.
Well, to be fair, she had an account.
It doesn't
She
take
already
long
had
to
an
make
account because she opened one and closed it.
Right, that's what I mean. So
She had
think
a fast
she
track.
got to, she exactly. She didn't need to do that step.
So they all now have a GoFundMe, and I
Okay.
think it's so funny that now that they're competing against each other for defense dollars, and Smog the Dragon, aka Hassan Piker, the communist, socialist savior, he is not opening his wallet. He is not promoting. He's barely promoted their GoFundMes.
Well, he did.
He
did.
He
retweeted it or
gave them
something.
a very mild shout out, and he didn't donate. Why the f wouldn't he donate at least?
That I don't know.
Like, why he's saying you guys go support them? I'm not. That's what he said.
It's very interesting.
I don't even drop
he did
100
not say I'm not. He didn't say
No,
that.
by not donating, that is
Yeah.
what Ethan is.
He's Mr.
interpreting.
Generosity, isn't he?
Seems like
He's Mis-
a token donation for some of your strongest soldiers would be warranted. In
he's
this
Mr.
situation.
Generosity. He's Mr. Charity. He couldn't even drop
Well, maybe
100.
it might be coming. It might be coming.
Always gotta do it on camera.
Better come. It better come a lot. It better come a lot because their GoFundMes so far are not going well. It turns out when it comes to defending them against what's pretty obviously egregious, undefensible behavior, and not just fueled by hating me, which is what Frogan's initial promise was.
So yeah, it is not looking good for Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron. I want to be honest, I don't even know what the hell is going on Kaceytron. She has been the worst performing GoFundMe. She hasn't even cracked 10K yet, and I don't be honest with her. I think she just needs to go ahead and do a refund me for that one because I don't even know if she still understands what's going on. Just like Johnny Somali, whose days on YouTube are numbered. Again, seeing that his first channel got terminated and they're already on to his second channel. Click this video right here to find out how bad is it getting for Johnny Somali. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.